All right. The essence of today's parade, of today's activities, is to celebrate them and celebrate every one of you that is here. It's our own way, myself and the service chiefs, to say thank you for the job you are doing. We appreciate every one of you. For us, anyone who has signed to put his life on the line for his nation deserves commendation. So we commend all of you. And we want to tell you we appreciate everything you are doing, all the sacrifice, leaving your families behind, staying in the trenches, doing so many wonderful things. Most times we don't tell you thank you enough, but this is one way of saying thank you and we appreciate you. And to whom much is given, and to tell you that we will do everything possible to ensure that we take care of you, we look after your welfare, that will make you work better. So for those of you here, let me start from this end. Congratulations. Well done. Thank you. Musa. Yes. All right. Good. Thank you. All right. Thank you. Thank you. All right. Thank you. All right. All right. So I say congratulations to all of you. We appreciate you. You know, in our system, the more you do, the more we want. So this is just the beginning. This is the first time we're doing this. We're going to maintain this and ensure that every year we commend all those who have done. It is not only to punish people, anything little thing, to charge him 252, go for court martial. But that if you equally do well, we should also commend you. Just like we are commending them. We know there are some other people too that have done so many good, wonderful things, but they've not been recognized. We recognize you, but we'll make sure that next time it is holistic so that everybody is captured. For all of them here, apart from the certificate of commendation we're going to give them, we're going to recommend them for promotion when they are due. And each of them will go home with the sum of 1 million naira. So congratulations, all of you. You go and line up so that the service chiefs too will when I finish, you will meet me up there. Okay. I'm most delighted to stand before you as we celebrate our heroes in today's social and awards evening commemorating the Armed Forces Celebration and Remembrance Day activities. Now in the past we are used to calling it Armed Forces Remembrance Day, but we noticed that we're only remembering those that have died. What about those ones that are living? So it is going to be now henceforth, we're making case for it to be changed to Armed Forces Celebration and Remembrance Day celebration. We have to celebrate those ones that are alive too. This evening's auspicious occasion is the first of its kind and has provided a unique opportunity to celebrate the courage, patriotism and resilience of the brave men and women of the Armed Forces of Nigeria. I will sincerely honor your service, the many sacrifices you have made, and your unwavering commitment to the peace, security, stability and prosperity of our dear nation. The Armed Forces Remembrance Day, now Armed Forces Celebration and Remembrance Day, is a solemn occasion presenting an avenue for deep reflection on the sacrifice made by our veterans, fallen heroes, and you who have continued to serve till this day. Your exceptional courage and dedication embody the very essence of soldiering, especially as members of the Armed Forces of Nigeria. Our great nation is indeed indebted to your service, loyalty, and legacy. Therefore, as we celebrate tonight, let us not forget these noble sacrifices that have been made for our freedom in defense of our motherland. Let us also remember the families who have lost loved ones, the wounded who are still recovering, as well as to the brave men and women who continue to serve with honor, integrity, and distinction. Consequently, and to emphasize this thought, it has become imperative to recognize the commitment, gallantry, and indomitable spirit of retired and active members of the Armed Forces of Nigeria during this year's celebration. Therefore, tonight, I want you to know that your remarkable achievement in your service to our nation, your bravery in the front lines, your loyalty and tireless efforts in your various services have not gone unnoticed. I must say that your dedication is a testament to the values of integrity, courage, and excellence we hold dear as an armed force. As we all know, our strength as a military force does not only rest in our individual capabilities, but in our collective commitment to protect and serve our nation. Each of you, through your hard work and assiduousness, have played vital roles which have enabled the services to tackle daunting challenges. Together, we have been able to maintain our nation's security, preserving our peace and unity we all enjoy today. I therefore say well done to all our brave men, women of the armed forces and our spouses, especially our wives, husbands that are taking care of the home front. To the awardees, I offer my heartfelt congratulations as your selflessness and courage is well recognized and appreciated. I therefore urge you all to continue to strive for excellence, uphold the highest standard of conduct and professionalism, and support one another in all your endeavors. You must all stay loyal and focus on the call of duty which you have chosen. As you continue to tackle the security challenges across the country, I charge you to remain audacious, innovative, and committed. As the Chief of Defense Staff, I assure you that we will continue to do everything possible to ensure your welfare and well-being of your families are adequately catered for. We must continue to work together. You can see myself and the service chiefs. We all are working as one team, and that is the spirit. On this note, I want to once again express our profound appreciation to the President and Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, His Excellency President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, GCFR, for his sterling leadership and continued support to the Armed Forces of Nigeria. I wish to express my sincere thanks to the organizers of this event for their tireless efforts in putting together this wonderful evening. I want to also specifically thank the service chiefs, the Chief of Army Staff, the Chief of Naval Staff, the Chief of Air Staff, and also the Chief of Defense Intelligence, our principal staff officers, our serving personnel, our spouses and our families, for our prayers, for dedication, for our commitment. This has helped us to achieve what we have done. We are not where we want to be, but we're heading there. And I can assure you, working together, we shall overcome all acts of evil. Our task is to look for the bad guys and take them down. Is that clear? I've encouraged all our commanders. This year, we must make a great difference in all our operations. We must step out the tempo. We must look for the criminals wherever they enter. We must go after them. I equally want to use this opportunity to extend my deepest gratitude to the families of our servicemen and women. Thank you so much for holding forth the home front and for the money sacrifices you continue to make that are invaluable. To our invited guests, thank you for joining us to celebrate today and for your sustained support to the Armed Forces of Nigeria. Together, we are stronger, and together we'll continue to rise above every challenge. Thank you all once again, and God bless you all. Thank you.
I thank the Chief of Defense Staff and the organizers of the Armed Forces Remembrance Celebration 2025 for putting up this social and awards evening for their soldiers, ratings, and airmen and women. To the best of my knowledge, this is the maiden edition of this event. And it is undoubtedly a noble idea that we must endeavor to sustain. I therefore salute this initiative and the brains behind it. The Armed Forces and Remembrance Day is celebrated every year to commemorate the incredible bravery and strength of those who came before us, those who served, and those who continue to serve in their wake, year in, year out. And for every year, we use this day to acknowledge the sacrifice of our veterans who fought wars to procure peace we enjoy today. Remembrance Day helps us to learn from the past and choose understanding and peace in the face of difference and conflict. We do not celebrate Remembrance Day to pay our veterans back for their sacrifices to their fatherland, but rather to say that although we cannot pay you, but we lay to act to give a token of appreciation to them for answering the call to serve and choosing to give their very all. As we mark Remembrance Day this year, I congratulate our veterans and their families for not only being part of history, but also for being history makers. Many of you remain unsung heroes and heroines. The act of bravery and gallantry of the majority of you may never make it into the history books. I equally congratulate and celebrate as active serving personnel who are today's guardians of our frontiers for keeping a tight rein on our beloved country's defense and security. Just like those before us, the sacrifices we make today are to secure the future of our children and those coming after them. I therefore charge all of us to emulate the virtues of those who went ahead and gave their best to keep us together, safe and prosperous. We must not lose sight of the oath we took to be dutiful, faithful, loyal servicemen and women, and go wherever lawfully sent by land, sea, or air. Therefore, we must remain dutiful and resolute in our fight against terrorism, insurgency, secessionism, and other sundry crimes against our collective peace and aspirations as Nigerians. I charge you, dear soldiers, ratings, and airmen and women, to remain committed to the government of the day in its drive to improve the lot of every Nigerian. I assure you that Mr. President and his administration remain committed to your welfare and that of your families. And I want to say boldly here that by extension, we, your leaders, are also committed to improving your well-being, both in service and after. In closing, I once again congratulate our veterans and active service personnel on the occasion of this year's Armed Forces and Remembrance Day celebration. I thank you for your noble and sacrificial service to our beloved nation, Nigeria, in particular, and humanity in general. Happy Armed Forces and Remembrance Day celebration, and may God bless our dear country, Nigeria. Thank you, and God bless.
Thank you. The special guest of honor and the chief host, the Chief of Defense Staff, General Christopher Wabi Musa, and his amiable wife, Mrs. Ogogo Musa, President, Defense and Police Officers' Wives Association, the Chief of Army Staff, representative of the Chief of Air Staff, the Chief of Defense Intelligence, departmental chiefs and heads of other agencies, principal staff officers and directors from both defense and the services headquarters, senior officers, our dear soldiers, ratings and airmen, distinguished invited guests, distinguished members of the press, ladies and gentlemen. I am honored today to make these remarks at this social evening and awards night in commemoration of the 2025 Armed Forces Remembrance Day celebration. This event is specially organized to appreciate our soldiers, ratings, and airmen for their determination, courage, and commitment towards ensuring security of our dear nation, Nigeria. As we remember our departed colleagues today, who paid the supreme price in the discharge of their duties, we also remember those who sustained life-threatening injuries and are presently incapacitated. We pray that the souls of our departed colleagues should rest in peace, as we must also ensure that the labor of these fallen heroes and heroines shall not be in vain. We must therefore not relent, but sustain our achievements in various theaters of operations for lasting peace and security in our nation. Ladies and gentlemen, I wish to commend you, our gallant soldiers, ratings, and airmen, for your loyalty, courage, and dedication to service in the defense of our country. Your hard work, sacrifice, and unwavering commitment in accomplishing your tasks has helped us to achieve the successes we have today in our various operations for peace and security of our country. We hold you in very high esteem because of your service and for the sacrifice you have made to the nation. We are indeed grateful. Let me assure you that the President, Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, GCFR, is committed to your welfare and will continue to provide all the necessary support and logistics for the armed forces to carry out its constitutional responsibilities. We will continue to prioritize your welfare and provide the necessary equipment for us to tackle the challenges ahead. The Nigerian Navy will also continue to rejig our operations by introducing new assets as well as improved surveillance capabilities in our operations. This is aimed at boosting the morale of our gallant troops and making it much easier for us to overcome the enemy and turn the tide against them. We will also embark on fleet recapitalization as well as infrastructural developments in our barracks and other bases with a view to improving your welfare and enhancing your will to fight. We will improve personnel welfare through numerous welfare programs and training programs, as well as provide local and foreign medical evacuation to our personnel and their families. We will ensure educational sponsorship and create welfare programs for our deceased personnel families in line with the harmonized terms and conditions of service for ratings, soldiers, and airmen. All these are geared towards improving the welfare of our personnel and their competencies for operational efficiency towards actualization of our statutory mandate of a secure nation, Nigeria. This is definitely in line with the agenda of Mr. President for national economic prosperity and poverty eradication in our dear country, which only a secure environment can provide the atmosphere for that to happen. I want to seize this opportunity to appreciate the President once more for his guidance and unwavering support to the Nigerian Navy and the armed forces of Nigeria in general. We remain grateful to him and will continue to carry out our roles in line with his direction. Our appreciation also goes to the Honorable Ministers of Defense for their guidance and support. But above all, I must state here that the personnel, that is our soldiers, ratings, and airmen, remain the most important factor for us to be able to achieve success. And for that, you must remain loyal and conduct yourself in a manner that will not bring disrepute to the armed forces. Remember that this nation relies on you to attain the much desired security and stability of our nation. And this you can only do if you are committed to the service of this country. As we remember our fallen heroes, we must also remember that the task ahead is very, very daunting. Notwithstanding, I have firm belief in the capacity of the armed forces of Nigeria and the Nigerian Navy to overcome the challenges ahead. I therefore urge our personnel to maintain the highest standards of professionalism and live up to the oath of our oath of office of allegiance to defend our dear country and to go wherever ordered by land, sea, or air. It is a sacrifice that you have committed to, and we must move along with it. I commend you all for your sacrifice and courage to serve our nation. I want to thank you immensely for your contributions. God bless you all, as we say in the Nigerian Navy, onward together.
I am Air Vice Marshal Aisani, the Chief of Administration, Headquarters, Nigerian Air Force, representing the Chief of the Air Staff, Air Marshal Hassan Bala Abubakar, Distinguished Flying Star. Here I am to read his remarks. It is with immense pride and a deep sense of responsibility that I address you on this momentous occasion of the Armed Forces Celebration and Remembrance Day Social and Awards Evening. This day is one of reflection, celebration, and unity as we honor our shared commitment to the defense and progress of our beloved nation. First, let us take a moment to remember and pay our deepest respects to our fallen heroes, whose ultimate sacrifice laid the foundation for peace and sovereignty we enjoy today. Their courage and selflessness are a beacon that guides our steps in service to our nation. Today is also an opportunity to celebrate each of you who continue to uphold the highest standards of professionalism and dedication in the face of challenges. Your resilience, discipline, and loyalty to the Nigerian Armed Forces and the nation are a testament to the enduring spirit of our military. As members of the Armed Forces, our duties extend beyond defending territorial integrity. We are also critical to maintaining stability, fostering unity, and driving the progress of our country. Despite the dynamic nature of our security challenges in the 21st century, your unwavering commitment ensures that our nation remains secure and strong. I am particularly pleased with the collaborative effort across the three services, which have enhanced our operational effectiveness. Our joint actions have led to remarkable successes in counter-insurgency operations, disaster response, and other critical national assignments. This synergy is a model of what teamwork and shared purpose can achieve. As we look ahead, the Nigerian Air Force, under my leadership, remains committed to ensuring the welfare, training, and operational readiness of all our personnel. We recognize that a well-motivated and highly trained force is the backbone of our success. The ongoing modernization of our platforms and infrastructure will further enhance our capabilities to address emerging threats effectively. I also want to emphasize the importance of discipline and professionalism in all our endeavors. Our actions, both on and off duty, reflect on the armed forces as an institution. Let us continue to exemplify the core values of honor, courage, and service in everything we do. To our award recipients this evening, I extend my heartfelt congratulations. Your outstanding contributions and exceptional performance inspire us all. Your achievements are a reminder of the limitless potential within each of us to excel and make a difference. As we commemorate this occasion, let us renew our commitment to the ideals of duty, loyalty, and patriotism. Let us also remember that the strength of our armed forces lies in our unity, discipline, and shared vision of a secure and prosperous Nigeria. I want to express my gratitude to Mr. President and Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, for his continued support to the Nigerian Air Force and indeed the armed forces in general. I also want to thank the Chief of Defense Staff and the organizing committee for this well-planned event. Your dedication to ensuring the success of today's celebration is deeply appreciated. May the sacrifices of our fallen heroes never be in vain, and may the Almighty continue to bless and guide our effort in service to this nation. Thank you all.